Hey guys. Well, it looks like today we actually have more news on the Aaron Spencer case. And when I say news, I mean, as far as this case is concerned, right now, I think they've got the hearing or the trial to start in January or something like that. But we're trying to stop all that altogether. What I mean is we have more information on the person that we had thought all along had a past. And it turns out, yes, he has. So we're going to start out by talking. All right, Aaron Spencer is the father. His 13-year-old daughter was sexually assaulted by a 67-year-old Michael Fosler. He was arrested, ended up with 43 charges between the assault charges for assaulting Aaron's daughter and the other CSAM charges. Okay. Now, Judge Barbara Elmore allowed him to bond out of jail for $5,000, put him right back on the street with a protective order in his hand. Again, we all know that a protective order is just a piece of paper. It only, if the person holding it doesn't respect it, it means nothing. And that's what happened in this case. Right before his case was supposed to go to trial, the only witness, which happens to have been Aaron's daughter, was abducted from her home in the middle of the night. Aaron set out in his truck trying to find her, actually did, come up on his daughter in the vehicle with this man. Aaron chased him down, ran him off the road, got his daughter out of his vehicle, and as they were going back to their vehicle, Michael Fosler attacked Aaron, and Aaron protected himself and his daughter, and he shot Michael Fosler. And he called 911 and said, "Hey, I found my daughter. She was with her attacker that you guys let out of jail for $5,000. And he had tried to as I was rescuing my daughter." Um, Turns out he does have other victims, and one of them has spoken out. Okay. This young lady lived in Hamlet, Indiana, from 1981 to 1982. She knows all about Michael Fosler because he also assaulted her. Michael Fosler was born and raised in Hamlet, Indiana. Became the chief of police in Hamlet, Indiana, and went on to be a school resource officer in Hamlet, Indiana. When he graduated from high school, he graduated there in 1975. Okay, here we are, 1981. This survivor, because she's not a victim, she is using her voice. She has found her voice. She is speaking out. She's a survivor. Was babysitting for him. He was 22 years old at the time. He assaulted her. Now, Michael Fosler was married, has daughters and grandchildren. His wife is now deceased as well. But according to this survivor of Michael Fosler's, his wife also knew about this and did nothing. The survivor is calling out, she called out herself to friends, any friends that she had during 1981 and 1982. Some of them were also victims of this man. Okay. Now I actually now have some pictures. Hold on just 1 second. Gonna give you a little look-see. Sometimes people don't believe this, oh, there's no way that this man was a man of the law and he did this, right? Yeah. Okay. Hold on just 1 second. I'm going to show you. There you go. Now, look closely. In at least two of those pictures, he's got his uniform on. Now, that's him. Wedding picture. The black dots are children's faces. We blurred those out for a reason. This is what he looked like upon his death. That's him. So, this is a call to action. If you yourself were a victim of Michael Fosler, now's the time to speak up. He can no longer hurt you. We have people in place that you can talk to. You do not have to call the Lonokecounty Sheriff's Department, which we're going to talk about them in just a minute too. You do not have to call the Lonokecounty Sheriff's Department about this, or Judge Barbara Elmore. We have other people that you can talk to. Another creator that she was, I believe, the first one to catch on to this. I think one of her followers emailed it to her that lives in Arkansas. And so that's Melanie Little. And I'm going to give you her email address right quick. Okay. I wrote it down somewhere. I think I have it memorized. Yeah, I do. Okay. If you recognize this man as being your abuser, attacker, assaulter, whatever you call him, now's the time to speak up. Because this little girl's father, she doesn't deserve to lose her father, because her father had to protect her from this man, because the state of Arkansas did not. Lonoke County did not. Judge Barbara Elmore did not. Okay. Please email fanbase, that's FANBASE, at mlittllaw, that's MLITTLELAW.com. Fanbase at mlittllaw.com. Melanie will put you in contact with the people that can help you and can help your voice be heard, so that Aaron Spencer, so that his daughter doesn't lose her father, because they're charging him with second-degree murder and they want to put him in jail for life because he had to protect her because they didn't. Let's talk a little bit about Lonoke County, shouldn't we? Yeah. Okay. Lonoke County, we knew that according to some citizens that live in the area, we already knew that old Judge Barbara, Elmore, has a history of protecting anyone with a law enforcement background, right? So just last 2024, there was actually a suit brought against the Lonoke Sheriff's Department for 1984 action, which is dealing with civil rights. We had a case where you had COs with jailers getting charged with bartering for services. Well, what does that mean, you say? Okay, you have people that are in jail. You lose all of anything that was a comfort to you in the outside world, whether you smoked, whether you, chewed bubble gum, whatever. In particular here, like vapes and things of that nature, the kind of things we're talking about. These jailers would, in lieu of certain services of the involving the body, different body parts, they would give inmates, vapes and things like that. for services. Hmm. But funny thing, after these inmates were released, and they filed um, the paperwork against the jailers, they handed in everything that they had as evidence. Um, Mysteriously, all of that stuff disappeared. All of it. The jailers, of course, lost their positions, but most of the charges that they had were dropped. They ended up only having a few months of supervised probation. Yeah. Hmm. Yep. Um. I mean, why do you have a complaint system? So that people, because every business has a complaint system. I mean, if you have employees that deal with the general public, you should have in position, a system of handling how you handle complaints by customers. So if you're going to have that kind of system, how is it that anything that XYZ customer hands you as proof of their complaint just mysteriously disappears? Seems like a lot of things mysteriously happen in Lonoke County, Arkansas. So yeah, I mean that's just freaking ridiculous. Okay. But the good thing is we now have people coming forward. We now can say this is a call to action. There is a petition on change.org. I cannot believe I just lost. Well, it's okay. Just lost my light again. But turns out I think it's better than without. Um, you know, it's a call to action. We have the petition up on change.org. I'm going to, at the end here, I have the QR code that you can, shoot with your phone, and it'll take you straight to the petition to sign it to have all these charges dropped. Um, please speak up, sign the petition. And like I said, if you recognize this man as being your abuser, your attacker, your whatever you call him, remember that you are not a victim, you are a survivor. And first, the first steps, talk about it. Let's get it out there. He's gone now. He can't hurt you. He can't touch you. But you can help another young lady whose father, because the state of Arkansas, Lonoke County, and Judge Barbara Elmore did not protect her. Her father had to. So please, like I said, um, fanbase at mlittlelaw.com. Email Melanie. She will get you in touch with the people that you need to speak with. The more people that we have talk about this, the better. And so the more that the more survivors of Michael Fosler that we can get to speak up, the better. And it might help you on your road, with being a survivor, because that's what you are. You survived it. If you're hearing my voice and you're listening to me, then you survived it. It's time to let's try to help somebody else now too. Um, yeah, Melanie's channel. She actually has a lot of the documents up over there. So if you hit up her channel on YouTube, and I think I'm going to link it, but it's Melanie Little. Most of y'all know who she is. She's got a lot of the documents over there. She's an attorney. She goes through every bit of it, little by little. No pun intended. Yeah, but yeah, she goes through it, goes through everything. She has the documents from the lawsuits. And she, on her live stream today, she also had the stream from the survivor that has stepped forward thus far. So go check her out because she's got a lot of information. And again, if you are one of Michael Fosler's victims, now a survivor, and and you want to help, please email her fanbase at mlittlelaw.com. Okay. And just, and here's something else too. Sarah Huckabee, governor of Arkansas, woman, strong woman, businesswoman, family woman, mother. Do you care what's going on in Lonoke County? Do you care what Judge Barbara Elmore is doing to a father who had to rescue his daughter because your state failed his daughter? Lonoke County failed his daughter. Barbara Elmore failed his daughter, and apparently she fails a lot of people. If you've got a badge of any kind, you can do no wrong in her book. Apparently, I call out to you specifically, Sarah Huckabee, governor of Arkansas. We need you on our side with this because you know that we're right. And all I've got to say, to Lonoke County is FAFO. You did it. You FAFO'd with the wrong crowd of people, and we don't shut up. And you know what else? We ain't got no quit. You're going to be dealing with us for a long time. A long time. All right. Now, I'm going to put up here for you this QR code right quick. I'm having to do this literally on my phone. I'm in my bedroom, y'all. Gee, I went and did my workout. That's why my hair is all crazy. So, yeah, it's nuts. I know. But QR code, that's the QR code for the petition to get the charges dropped from Aaron Spencer. Please go there, sign the petition, donate. Do what, whatever we can figure out to do, we have to do it because change doesn't come about when people keep their mouths shut. Like I said, you FAFO'd with the wrong group of people. We don't keep our mouths shut. And we ain't got no quit. Okay? All right, guys. Do me a favor. The biggest way to help me and, to help everything, every cause that I take on, every case that I take on, it means something to me. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel. It's free. It costs nothing to subscribe. It gets all of us out there in the algorithm. The more of us that are out there to get this around, the better. Okay? So please do me a favor and do all those fun things. Like, subscribe, and share. And remember to always have fun, always be safe, and always, always, always know that you are loved. And most of all, that I love you. Love you guys.